The Low Road. Ganhei, né? Tá ganhado. Jogo duro, todo em inglês. É o que me foda. Thiagolo bem sabe como é ruim ficar jogando o jogo todo em inglês. Zerou Nino Kuni 1 e 2 em live. Traduziu tudo. Coitado, velho. Haja garganta. Até onde eu sei, quando o jogo é meh, Alt F4 é a maneira de expirar um glitch pra zerar o game. Exatamente. Zerei, porra. Aí, eu já posso botar. Jogo 31 do desafio de 50 jogos. Mas o jogo é BR. Qual? O que eu fechei agora ou o que eu vou abrir agora? Não sei. Acho que não, senão teria português, né? Nem cheguei a ver se tinha tradução. Eu sou assim, arrombada. O que eu fechei, acredito que não. Acredito que não seja BR, não. Deixa eu até ver aqui. Femida. A história tava até intrigante, mas porra, gameplay dura do caralho, velho. Sem paciência pra ficar traduzindo. Finha não perdoa jogo sem polimento. Parabéns pra Finha. Estúdio Roman Losnevoy. Estúdio Roman Losnevoy. Um game indie não linear sobre justiça. Por Losnevoy. Simulador de juiz. Tem até uma notinha interessante, ó. 6.8. The Low Road é muito bem feito. Eu acho que eu lembrei de você mesmo, Lari. Não sei porquê. Acho que você já tinha me falado desse jogo ou eu já tinha visto você jogar. Tem DevID pra não ter o trabalho de localizar, faz só em inglês. Exato. Mas você vai ter que traduzir tudo. Vamos lá, eu que me lasque. Resolução de tela, Full HD. Não sei se precisa tanto, né? Mas vamos lá. Graphics Quality. Fantastic. Partiu. Não parece ser um jogo pesado. Eu vou botar no gráfico fantástico. O jogo chega arrombando meus ouvidos e não tem configuração de volume. Puta merda, hein? Tem francês. Dá pra Arcas traduzir? Vou dar. Boa tarde, Ronin. Tudo ótimo. Seja bem-vindo. Mais um pra lista de games que deixaram surdo no começo. Caralho, e não tem como abaixar o volume. Novo jogo. Ó, já parece ser um jogo bem polido, né? Diferente do anterior. Capítulo 1. Jogo sem configuração de áudio. De nada, não tem configuração nenhuma. Só de link, só de idioma. Vou até abaixar mais aqui. Pera aí que tá difícil. Já tá alto. Bora. Não tem como fazer um rolê no OBS pra baixar o som do source do jogo? É tudo no desktop. É tudo no desktop, Ronin. Oh, Ronin o quê? Baldin. Deixa eu te contar isso aí.
Showdowns in exotic locales, death-defying car chases, seemingly limitless food and beverage per diems. Those days are over. What we deal with is the collection and manipulation of information plain and simple.
Ele tá dizendo que a vida de espiã não é nada glamurosa. A gente lida com dados e pronto. Abaixei do Mixer, Thiago, teve que ser. Você se diverte fazendo isso? Depende de quanto tempo você tá aqui. Se você abaixar a cabeça e fizer o que te mandarem, 15, 20 anos depois você pode ter um escritório legal como o meu. E até uma vaga de estacionamento também. Mas nada muito... nada mal, né? Sei lá, enfim, whatever. Parece legal. Eu prefiro ser um espiã real, obrigada. Isso parece incrível. Eu prefiro fazer trabalho de campo. Responder isso, que eu realmente prefiro fazer trabalho de campo se for brincar de espiã.
When I signed up here, I was kinda hoping to do work in the field.
Of course you were. Take it from someone who spent their entire 20s having the wind blow through their hair. Sooner or later, we all have to settle down and manage expectations. Better to do that now and get a head start on
Aceite um
everybody
conselho de
else.
quem passou muito tempo com o vento na cara, trabalhando em campo. Uma hora ou outra você vai ter que se acomodar, alguma coisa assim. E abaixar as expectativas. Ele perguntou meu nome? Nome Kovacs. Nomes. Kovacs. Nome Kovacs. Kovacs. Eu sou espiã, velho. Eu não posso dar meu nome. Apesar de meu nome se chamar Nome. Vou dizer que meu nome é Nomes.
Numi Kovacs. But you can call me.
Beleza. Ele é meu chefe, tá tudo bem.
I think I'll pass on that one. As should you.
Nossa, que cara...
Since it's your first day,
Ele é amarrado, né? Uma pessoa assim, inflexível.
the woman we're about to call is Lacey Mendoza. She's a production manager at our latest competitor, Rev Inc. Our top engineer, a fellow by the name of Sebastian Cartwright, was working on a top secret project when he was abducted along with his plans. We're beginning to think that Cartwright might be involved in whatever they're doing over there at Rev, and possibly against his will. There's 3 things I'm going to need you to find out. 1. Where this test facility is located. 2. What's the easiest point of entry. And 3. Whether or not they have Sebastian. I pulled all the information I could on Lacey and compiled it in this scrapbook. It's not much, but it might help you gild the lily. Any questions?
O que é a Heaven Corporation? Tá dando pra entender, chat? Porque traduzir fica difícil, que os caras ficam lendo e o negócio passa rápido. E conte mais sobre Sebastian. Como é que eu uso o scrapbook? Algum conselho? Chega de falação. Vamos ligar pra ela. Me fale mais sobre Sebastian.
Tell me more about Sebastian.
Brilliant engineer. Bit of an eccentric. Has a Jones for clean energy. Whatever that is.
É Jones? O que é a Heaven Corporation?
What's Rev Inc?
No idea. There's nothing on the books to prove it exists. My guess is that it's just a front for one of the big boys.
Olhei aqui e joguei ele há 2 anos atrás. Sobre o jogo anterior, game feito na Jam é protótipo, é pra descartar ele e refazer do zero com planejamento. Não é pra remendar o jogo da Jam e lançar depois. Como é? Game feito na Jam é protótipo, é pra descartar ele e refazer do zero com planejamento. Não é pra remendar o jogo da Jam e lançar depois. Entendi. Nossa, eu comecei a ler, Baldinho, pensei que você tinha pego a informação da internet, pensei que era uma informação oficial do Google. Ele não salva a configuração de som, jogo bugado, é foda. Eu tive que abaixar no mixer, velho, eu tava ficando surda. Eu tava puta com o lore esses dias. O que é lore? Lord of Rings? Esses dias, e que eu não conseguia abaixar o volume, eu tive que abaixar no mixer. Aqui eu já tô acostumada com isso, né? Cada jogo obscuro que a gente pega pra jogar. Como é que eu uso o scrapbook?
How do I use this?
Ah, Legends of Runeterra, entendi.
It's a scrapbook. You turn
Real.
the pages with your hands and look through it with your eyes. Then your eyes take what they see to your brain, and your brain uses that to come up with ideas.
Ah, que
Though
legal.
maybe not in your case.
Cara chato, hein, mano? Algum conselho?
Any advice?
Get her to trust you. Pretend to be someone from her past. Someone she cares for, but hasn't kept in touch with. Old classmate, former co-worker, that sort of thing. Whatever you do, don't pretend to be a loan manager. You won't make it past hello.
Enough talk. Let's call her up.
Vou fingir que eu sou atendente de telemarketing. Meu nome é Rafaela da Claro, o motivo da minha ligação é tu. Já ganhei conquista, velho, não fiz nada. Eita, minha mão.
This is an important mission, so make it count.
Pera aí, rapaz.
Bliss and blessings unto you and yours. This is Lacey. Who's speaking?
Ah. Invite you to the wedding Saturday, March 2017, 1971, 71 at 5 in the evening. Caralho, velho, olha o convite. Invite you to the wedding. Lacey and... Ah, ela tinha um noivo. Tudo bem. This is Sheila, our boss from the London branch. Guess who? Only the best roommate you've ever had. This is Lindsay Fellow from Falcon Crest. Caralho, não dá pra ler não. Professor? Posso fingir ser professor. O melhor é que a mulher tá me esperando, né? Decidir quem eu sou. National Housing Bureau. Barney. Address. Nananana. Deixa eu ver. Twitter replies. Já que tá me dando vontade de responder, adivinha? Abigail M. Adivinha?
Guess who?
You'll have to forgive me. I'm having some trouble placing you. We haven't heard from outsiders in quite some time.
Sou apenas a melhor colega de quarto que você já teve.
Only the best roommate you've ever had.
Clara? You sound really different.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Quem é Clara? Eu não sei quem é. Ok. Puberdade. Bom, já faz uma década.
Well, it has been over a decade.
It's been less than 5 years, Clara. How could you not remember that?
Ih, fodeu.
Only 5 years? Wow, time sure grinds to a halt when you're not around.
You're not with Docilio, are you?
Who's Docilio?
Never mind. We've just had a lot of outside interference lately, and we need to be extra careful about who we speak to. So if you really are Clara, I'm gonna need some proof. Why don't we start with you telling me the address of our old apartment?
Não! 5 anos atrás. Em que ano a gente tá, pelo amor de Deus? Em que ano a gente tá, pelo amor de Cristo? 62. 71. 71. Menos 5. Eu não sei fazer conta, matemática. Ah, meu Deus, é 66. 66. 66. Ah, merda. Oh my god. Acho que esse aqui, o primeiro.
473 Lansing Crescent.
No, that was the address for the house I grew up in. The only roommates I had back then were my mother and sister. How could you possibly know that?
I'm psychic. Meu Deus, que merda, velho. Que merda. Ai, Deus. Puta merda, era o outro. Ai, Jesus, falta de atenção.
I remember everything. You must have told me at some point.
Well, if you remember everything, then you should remember the address that we lived at for 4 years together. What was
4
it?
anos. Foi Overlook Terrace, foi esse aqui.
2 Overlook Terrace.
Wow, it really is you! But how on earth did you get this number?
Your ex gave it to me.
Your ex gave it to me.
He did? How did he... What did he say?
Ih, alguém ainda tá. He said he's ready to change. He says he forgive you. He's hurt that you left. He thinks you made a terrible mistake. Ah, porra, velho. Tô seguindo uma trilha meio perigosa aqui. Tô dando esperanças de relacionamento. Ele disse que tá pronto pra mudar. Ele disse que te perdoa. Ele disse que está machucado, que você partiu. Ele acha que você cometeu um terrível engano. Vou botar essa última, não quero
He
saber.
thinks you made a terrible mistake.
I suppose that's supposed to be a threat? Well, you can tell him and the rest of his hooded goons that I'll do everything I can to stop their evil ways. And while you're at it, tell him to stop using my idiot friends to do his dirty work.
Next time, you might want to take a closer look at the case file before stepping into it like that. Well, you got 1 out of 3. Not terrible for a first try. Who knows? Maybe in a few years you'll be ready to man the phones for real. Why don't you take a coffee break and then get started on some light clerical work? I think that's more your speed.
Eu quero começar de novo. Que merda. Que isso? Eita porra, meu Telegram. Por que essa porra tá com som, velho? Deixa isso mutado, caralho. Que é isso? Nada.
Nice haircut.
Better times.
Have you ever thought about growing it back?
Every single day.
Ah.
Not much competition in this Employee of the Month game, is there?
Not as long as I'm around.
Anything I can do to help out?
We're on standby
Realmente
till
você por ter
Penderbrook gives us our
lembrado
next
de
assignment.
tudo e chutado algumas
You
coisas.
can go introduce yourself to the rest of the team if you want. I don't care.
Bye.
I'm gonna go get some coffee.
Suit yourself.
Bye.
Esse aqui é bom, pai.
Jogo bonito, né? Bem feito. Muita coisa. Muita coisa. Caralho.
Ai, mãe.
Aham.
Respostinha, né?
Nada mais pra interagir? Nada? Bora, porta. Porta da rua é a serventia da casa. Impressora, telefone, uma máquina fotográfica. Senhor aqui. O que é que eu vou fazer na impressora? Meu pai do céu. Isso
Looks
aqui é
like I'll
um...
need a key card to get this thing to work.
bebedouro. Ok.
Outside Intelligence is looking to start a competitive Jai Alai team to play against the Bellows Bloodhounds. What the heck is Jai Alai?
Perguntei
It's
exatamente.
pronounced highline.
What the heck is High Lie?
If you don't even know what it is, you're not welcome on the team.
Que horror. Falou isso comigo. Dá pra ir pegar um elevador. Que isso?
Sure are a lot of people in there. About 50 at least.
Caralho. É grande. Quem falou comigo? Cara?
That font's pretty hard to read.
It's not a font, it's a foreign film from Japan.
Minha filha, você é burra, viu?
I knew that. The Japanese language also has fonts, and this one's pretty hard to read.
Não, ela não é não.
Good movie?
Ela não é burra não.
Utterly breathtaking. It's almost 20 years old and still ahead of its time.
Essa aqui.
I'd love to
Essa
see
aqui,
it.
Beltrán.
Well, it's very hard to get a
Oh,
hold
don't you?
of. Have to be in the right circles, which you're obviously not.
Star Wars voltando às origens.
That desk's a little tall, isn't it?
It's meant for standing.
Why would anyone want to stand when they could sit?
You'll understand when you're older.
Ah, não saiu o último aí. Não tá edição, não tá edição, é muito duro.
Are we?
Turn said I could have a break.
Well, now I have to commit 3 of my best agents to undoing the damage you've done with that phone call.
I tried my best.
Oh, I'm sure you did. But to keep this office running as smoothly as possible, perhaps you'll consider making this break a permanent one.
You want me to quit?
Quit, step down, early retirement without benefits. Why get hung up on titles? All that matters is that you're happy.
Qual foi, cara? Você é maluco?
Think about it and get back to me.
Mal cheguei, já quer que eu me demita? Que absurdo. Cara antipático. Só tem gente filha da puta aqui nesse lugar. Quem é você? Eu gostaria de fazer uma missão de campo. Posso ter o código da divisão de não sei... Nossa senhora. Eu vou voltar pro trabalho.
Can I have the code for the outbound research division?
The bullpen for the telephone division falls under Mr. Turner's domain, and he prefers to keep that to himself. My only dealings with him is through the company mail system.
Turn doesn't trust you.
It's my understanding that Mr. Turner lost his government position due to information about him being leaked. Ever since then, he's been very particular about office protocols.
Who are you?
Thornton Penderbrook, Office Manager, Division of Outside Intelligence, Heir Apparent to Penderbrook Motors, International Traveler, Raconteur, and Bon Vivant.
Oh, well, my name's Numi.
Aposto que o nome do filme é 7 Star Samurai Wars. Entendi a referência.
I'd like to do a field mission.
A field mission? Oh, that's rich! Most of our work is handled over the phone these days. We only have one agent in the field. There's no need for any more.
Is there any situation where I could work in the field?
For that to happen, every single agent in this office would have to become indisposed.
Vou botar laxante no café de todo
Is
mundo.
possible, then.
If that kind of wild optimism is what you need to continue your interminable existence, far be it from me to tell you otherwise.
I should get back
Povo
to work.
ranzinza, mano.
Before you do, let me ask you a question. Have you ever taken the time to stroll the docile woods?
I prefer the city.
Well, that wasn't the answer I was looking for, but I suppose I should have assumed based on your attire. Off you go!
Nossa, que bitch.
It's kind of chilly in here. Might want to turn down the AC.
You might want to leave well enough alone.
Tá na menopausa ele.
Looks like these mail slots connect to the bullpen on the other side.
All inter-agent communication must be approved by yours truly.
Tá chato do caralho.
Out of order. Guess I'll have to hold it.
O único banheiro do lugar não tá funcionando, que beleza.
Locked. Looks like it needs a passcode.
Tudo é complicado, né? Será que uma pessoa nesse lugar vai ser gentil comigo? Senhorzinho aqui, talvez?
Hi, I'm Numi Kovacs.
Well, you must be the latest Oi boy.
Oi?
Oi?
Outside intelligence, Oi. Listen, kid, if you want to stand out and be seen as spectacular, it's best that you take to our office vernacular. Let me introduce myself. Hab Applecott's the name. Equipping agents is my claim to fame. You need gadgetry, you come to me. Forgery, too, I'll make you an honorary degree.
Você tem algum conselho que possa me dar em como conseguir um trabalho de campo? O que se passa com o Turney? Qual o caso com todas essas rimas? Preciso ir.
What's with all the rhyming?
Most of my work is pretty mundane. Speaking like this keeps me from going insane.
Entendi.
Do you have any advice on how I can get some field work?
Around here, that's unfortunately Horace's domain. And between you and me, that's a downright shame. He won't use my inventions, says he's found better kinds. But that's only because he pockets everything he finds. If I were in charge, I'd send him on a permanent vacation. But Tern won't do it. I think he fears retaliation.
Could you help me replace Horace in the field?
Well, Horace is more a pain than I'd like to admit. Too loose with his lips and totally lacking in wit. But going out on a limb for a perfect stranger? Why, a stunt like that could put my job in danger.
I promise to return the favor.
And what makes you think you'll be around to repay? Tern's fired assistants after only one day.
Nossa, porque eu não estou surpresa com isso.
I'm smart. Practically a genius.
Intelligence is something that one has to prove. All right, go ahead and make your first chess move.
Puta merda. Vamos jogar checkers. Eu não sei jogar checkers.
What can I say
Vou
to
rimar.
impress you today?
There's a step in the right direction. Keep bringing the rhymes and you might pass inspection.
Hehehe.
I'll stand here for weeks on end, if that's what it takes to call you friend.
You've impressed me thus far, but how long can that last?
Travou a live, gente? Uma pessoa dá aqueles 30 minutos de enrolada no meio do dia se o banheiro está quebrado. Caga no vaso de flor. Nheca. É pior passar a bom lá no banheiro. Fica parecendo que cagaram debaixo de um pé de jasmim. Travou, não? Dá F5, tia Bolo.
As long as it takes, I'll always outlast.
Rhyming a word with itself is a very weak move. If you want to impress me, you better improve. Let's try again. You've impressed me thus far, but how long can that last?
When you find out the answer, you'll be somewhat aghast.
When it comes to Western poetry, you're clearly a beast. Now, how about a form that began in the East? The syllable count of 575 is a perfect way to keep the brain cells alive. Now, with a haiku, I'll be impressed through and through, and maybe help you.
Não entendi nada, velho. O app da Twitch travou? Vixe.
The egg is white, pure, unwavering, and bright. Does that make it right?
Eggshell is the word that you should have used instead. You went under par.
We know what you need, so don't worry your dumb head, the early birds say.
Your poetic prowess has left me feeling quite odd. As a man of my word, I'll assist with your fraud. This fake ID should serve you just fine, but if anyone asks, the hands that made them were not mine.
Will this give me access to the photocopier?
Without an official tracker, there's little that card can do. If you want real privileges, you might try a switcheroo.
Who's gonna be dumb enough to fall for that?
Check another floor if you can't find someone nearby. As long as you stay persistent, you're sure to find your guy.
Thanks, Hab.
Tô mutada. Ele vai ficar tipo 007. E aí, Vanaim, boa tarde, boa noite. Boa noite, seja bem-vinda. Foi minha Wi-Fi que deu uma cambaleada. Normal, tia Bu. Seja bem-vinda, Vanaim. Massa é que, tipo, tá um silêncio. Aí quando eu desmuto, o patrão começa a falar. E... será que esse arrombado aqui vai me ajudar?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 0, 0, 1.
What is it now?
I gotta go.
Do be a stranger.
Ah, antipático. Deixa eu andar.
Whoa there. You got any reason to be fiddling with that contraption?
Not really.
Then don't.
É o agente de campo, né? Saiu pena da gaviota. Oh, tô depenando a gaviota. Tadinha. Eu não paro de depenar a gaviota, né? Depenar a gaviota. A gaviota popou, brother. Isso é bem mais gostosinho, né, Saia? Jogo bem feito.
Well, there's a new sight in an old place. Name's Horace Hayes.
Hi, I'm Numi.
Numi. Another name I'm gonna have to learn to forget.
What do you mean?
A gaviota mó com a carinha de triste, velho.
Fresh out of the academy, ready to travel the world and set it on fire. Problem is, Penderbrook's only got room for one.
Explodir a gaviota, meu Deus.
I have a lot to offer.
Oh, I'm sure you do. Once you realize all you're going to be doing is answering phones and ordering lunches, you'll go somewhere else, just like the rest. Why don't I save you some time?
A galera aqui nessa agência é muito
Bellows
legal.
Agency just opened an outfit across town and are looking to poach as many of our agents as they can. Why don't you give her a call? head off to greener pastures.
Tô arrombado. O que será que eu posso fazer com isso? Matadora de gaviotas. A gaviota pocou. Imaginei que a gaviota ia pocar. Queria ver se ia me dar um achievement. Pra pelo menos fazer essas mortes valerem a pena, né? Assassina! Assassina de gaviotas. Eu não consegui resistir não, velho. Queria ver se ia me dar uma... Tem que mandar esse cara pra uma missão de campo pra ele sair daqui pra eu poder mexer ali, né? Se eu quiser descer, eu não consigo? Tô no 22º andar, meu Deus. Como é que explode uma gaviota só com as mãos limpas? Que questionamento é esse, Thiago? Meu Deus. Toda vida que fala um agente de campo, eu penso do espião lá arando a terra e mexendo com as plantações do campo. Parabéns, Thiago. É isso aí mesmo. Thiago muito entendido, né?
So, what should I call you? Barney? Mr. Turner?
Folks around here call me Turn.
Does that mean they're going to start calling me Kova?
No.
All right. Good talk.
Povo simpaticíssimo, nossa senhora.
When's our next case?
We don't have a next case. That phone call was a taste of what you might get to do in a few years, after you pay your dues.
I've done 4 years of espionage school. I've paid my dues.
Company policy: all outside intelligence employees must have 2 years' experience before accepting missions. No exceptions.
Let's go on one of your missions then. A real one, out in the field.
I haven't done field work since I was with the government. If you ask me, waste of time.
You were a government agent. Like the kind that kill people and blow stuff up?
I was, but that was a decade ago, and I don't really like to reminisce.
Why? Did you get fired?
Where did you hear that?
I didn't. I'm just wondering why someone would quit such a cool job to work for a car company.
That's really none of your business. And if I
Querida ela,
was
né?
fired, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
I'm pretty sure you'd be able to tell me if you didn't get fired.
I shouldn't have even told you that I worked there in the first place.
Ah, is that why you got fired?
None of your business.
You got fired.
Menina, muito sassy ela.
Is there any chance we might be called in to do field work?
Abusadona.
The only way you would be called in to do field work is if every agent in this office were to become incapacitated.
So, like if I made them all sick or got them to quit? Something like that?
Are you planning something?
No, I'm just a very curious person.
Why don't you go be curious somewhere else?
Tá bom, vamos investigar então.
I have to use the bathroom.
Thanks for the update.
KKKK.
I have to go see a man about a horse.
Yee-haw.
Nada pra fazer aqui? Vou lascar todo mundo, Thiagolo. Pegar o job. Ó, tem uma maleta aqui com a forma de uma arma e a arma não tá aqui.
Do you mind if I take this bottle?
Ah, yes. This here's the least practical disappearing ink you'll ever meet. It shows up at room temperature and disappears in the heat.
That sounds very useless.
Oh, it is. Enjoy.
Tinta invisível. O velho deve estar armado. Alguém tá armado.
DCI Limited.
Hi, I'd like to apply for a job, please.
One moment.
Música! Muzak!
This is Cynthia Bellows. To whom am I speaking?
Numi Kovacs. I'm looking for a job, preferably in the field.
Kovacs. I don't seem to have anything in my Rolodex on you.
Uma boa espiã sabe como cobrir seus rastros. Eu sou nova no jogo da espionagem. Talvez você não esteja procurando o suficiente. Eu me formei agora, recentemente, da academia. Uma boa espiã sabe como cobrir seus rastros.
That's because I'm a good spy. I know how to cover my tracks.
Challenge accepted. Please hold. Kovacs, Numi. Born November 13th, 1957 to Sydney.
É o quê, rapaz?
Kovacs. No professional experience, but graduated top of her class at the Le Carre Institute for Exceptional Spies. Excellent at hand-to-hand combat and field-based reconnaissance, but passed over for government service due to a total disregard for menial tasks. Things haven't changed much, it seems. If you were a man, they would have just called you ambitious. Surprised they hired someone like you in the first place. Turn's basically running a call center over there, isn't he?
You know Turn?
Know him? We used to be partners.
Professionally or romantically?
Perhaps you do have the makings of a bloodhound. But no, our relationship was strictly professional. At least on my end.
What do you mean by that?
Just be careful how you deal with Turn. He can be a bald-faced liar when his back's against the wall.
Good to know.
Tell me why you want to work for me.
Eu quero sair em campo, eu quero fazer trabalhos importantes, eu quero aprender do melhor. Eu não confio nas pessoas aqui. Eu quero aprender do melhor.
I want to learn from the best.
Da melhor.
Aren't you the smooth talker? But the work we do here is very dangerous, and it wouldn't be fair to bring in a total newbie.
Numi.
What?
My name. It's pronounced Numi.
Minha senhora, não foi isso que ela quis dizer.
No. Look,
Que noob,
I don't
velho.
envy you. Messing around with people's lives on behalf of a big corporation isn't exactly taking the high road. But if you want to build a name for yourself, you've got to make the most of the path you're already on.
And what path is that?
I think you know.
Yeah.
One last thing. Do you happen to know anything about the Docilio group?
E se eu mentir que eu sei algo sobre, será que a minha boneca vai falar algo sobre? Deixa eu ver.
I think I've heard it mentioned before.
They wouldn't like hearing that.
Who are they?
Let's just say that if you think that office is holding you back, you'll be floored when you see what they're up to.
What are they up to?
If you're half the spy you say you are, you'll find out soon enough. Take care, Numi. I'll be in touch when the time is right.
Tenho tinta invisível e um cartão inútil. Ok.
Looks like I'll need a key card to get this thing to work. Safety notices, interoffice dating policies. Not much about this place seems to spell adventure. Looks like these mail slots connect to the bullpen on the other side.
All inter-agent communication must be approved by yours truly.
Começou a parte do point and click que eu fico confusa.
If you want to send a communique to the bullpen, it'll have to pass my inspection.
Sai girando o mouse e clicando em tudo.
Isso eu também.
Incrível, toda vez que eu aperto pra desmutar. A gaviota viva ali, velho. Tá tudo bem. A gaviota sumiu. Porra, ia dar o cartão pra gaviota.
You keep messing with that AC box and I'm gonna have to say something to the higher-ups.
Just looking. Sorry.
O cara precisa sair daí. Essa é a Janaína, as outras que você matou era a Josi e a Janice. Perdão. Não é nada demais. Não tem o que fazer, mas vamos... 2 andares nessa merda.
I'll need to swap my fake ID for a real one if I'm going to be able to make copies of this flyer. I'll need to swap my fake ID for a real one if I'm going to be able to make copies of this flyer.
Você também matou, né, Lari? Lari não é hipócrita.
Thought you might want to take a look at this.
Do you have what it takes to be a Bellows bloodhound? So Horace has you doing his dirty work for him?
I'm not sure what you mean. It's just a job flyer.
He knows what it means. You tell him he's already making more than he deserves. And if he's not happy with that, then he should just go ahead and do it already.
Do what? Exactly?
None of your business. Just get that flyer out of my face.
Ah, você tá brava? Ficou nervoso ele, né? Tem um botão que eu possa ver todas as coisas que são interagíveis. Não sempre tem nesses jogos. Interativa. Interativa.
I can't believe that this is what espionage has become. Telephone research.
Porque eu sou rica! Eu sou rica!
Crooks! Boa noite, Crooks. Obrigada pelo sub, Crooks. 4 meses é o caralho, já tem um tempão já, Crooks. Obrigada, Crooks. Exclamação amor, chat. Obrigada por mais um mês de apoio financeiro, Crooks. É nóis, estamos juntos, boa noite. Ela anda muito devagar.
How come you're not applying for this job?
I know certain things about the people here at Panda
Que valeu de cima.
which have afforded me a
Burrona,
somewhat
verdade.
privileged situation.
What do you know?
You heard about how Turn's partner at the government wound up
É porque tem
getting...
escrito...
Well, let's just say that Turn's version is a bit of a ball.
Tem escrito... Ele se inscreveu por um total de... Tananã. E atualmente a sequência é de 4 meses. Mas aí embaixo o bot tá dizendo 12 meses. Completou 1 ano, Crooks. Aê, porra. A notificação da Twitch tá errada. Diz a quantidade de tempo. Eu li só o de cima, eu esqueci de ler o do bot. Obrigada, Crooks. Se Deus quiser, sua canequinha vai sair. A canequinha de todo mundo já completou 1 ano aqui no canal.
So are you the only agent who gets to work the field?
Sometimes when I'm indisposed, Tern will send someone out in my stead. But that only happens every couple of years.
So if you went missing, they might send me.
Meu Deus, eu estou com medo dessa Binha.
Along with the 50 other folks in this place, they'll rank you. But that's not gonna happen now, is it?
Tern says you're already making enough money as it is. And if you're not happy with that, you should go ahead and do it already. He didn't say what it was.
You showed him that flyer now, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's a dumb move if there was any. Heck, I'd be surprised if you made it through the day.
Can I borrow your ID card? I need to make some photocopies.
You're not planning to pass out that job flyer I gave you, are you?
Would that be a problem?
Not for you. Heck, with that free dental, the whole office would clear out in a right jiffy. After me, you'd be next in line for field work.
Patrão deu um grito aqui agora que eu me assustei, velho. Vou ter que sair daqui desse escritório, não tá dando não.
I don't know you from Steven.
I think the expression is, I don't know you from Adam.
No, I know an Adam. And I can definitely tell you two apart. He's my brother. Don't take it too personal. I wouldn't let him use my card either.
What are you doing up here?
Waiting to deploy on a new mission. Supposed to bring back a scientist that got kidnapped or something.
Oh?
Should have left an hour ago, but whoever handled that intel messed up something fierce. Hate to be the dummy who botched that one.
Yeah, what an idiot.
They told me it was you.
So how did Tern really lose his job with the government?
Why, so you can use it against him to make him put you in the field?
No.
I'm not going anywhere, sweetie. And neither you.
This flyer says I need 2 years experience.
You don't have that? Heck, maybe you should be answering Tern's calls.
If you're such a big shot, how about you show me the ropes?
I don't need to prove myself to you.
Or maybe you don't have anything to offer.
Okay, here's one. A good spy knows how to get things out of reach, but a great spy knows how to keep things out of reach. Take a look at this jacket of mine. Seems pretty normal, right?
I guess.
Well, I had every pocket made up with 2 sleeves. That way no one can pickpocket me without raising a ruckus. I call it the double-decker. Might even get a patent for it after I retire.
I bet I could pick your pocket without you noticing.
All right, hotshot. Give it a go.
Então era isso? Ah, ok. Tudo é um plano pra pegar a identidade dele.
novinha! Você sabe que é Madoka Mágica!
Beleza, Tiagolo.
Oh, wow.
What's that?
Nothing. I just realized that there's no way I'm ever going to be able to steal this thing without you noticing.
That's what I've been saying. This double-decker's gonna make me a fortune. Wait a second.
Burrão, mano.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Just thought my pocket felt different for a sec. But my card's still in there. I can feel it in the bottom.
Trouxa. Bye-bye.
Looks like I'll need a key card to get this thing to work.
Yeah, legal se eu já tivesse um, né? Ok, eu tenho.
Thank you, Horace Hayes.
Trouxa. E aí?
A 100 copies of this flyer should do the trick. Perfect. Would you mind delivering these papers to the workers in the bullpen?
All
Trouxa número
communications
2.
with senior agents must be vetted through moi.
Oh, I don't think that's really necessary. It's just a bunch of flyers for...
What's this? An employment opportunity at a rival agency? Who put you up to this? It was Tern, wasn't it? The old washout's testing me to see if I'll slip. I had a feeling he had some of the old rogue in him. Tell him I send my thanks for all the free paper. It'll make a perfect lining for my raven's bird cage.
Acho que não era pra ele, né? Do caralho. Fazer tudo de novo aqui.
Looks like the copier's out of ink. Maybe Hat can help me out. Maybe this invisible ink will do the trick. Here we go. 100 top secret invisible job flyers.
Tonks. Haja papel gasto, né?
Hey, I found this stack of blank paper lying around. I was thinking they might be more useful in the bullpen.
Capital idea. I'll send them through their mailbox right away. What magic is this? The cool breeze from this air conditioner seems to be printing words right onto these blank sheets.
Huh, that's impossible.
It appears that Mr. Turner is still trying to test me to see if I'm on my game. Well, not this time. I'll use these to make a paper mache pinata in his likeness. Then we'll see who has the last laugh.
Ah, preciso lá em cima desligar o ar-condicionado de alguma forma. Bosta!
Thought you might want to take a look at this.
Another job with better pay. Tempting? Yes, but I can't stray. My place in this office is truly critical. Without me, there'd be chaos, personal and political.
Tá calor, desliga não. Vou precisar, hein, senhor.
Bye.
Later.
One more try.
Só tem mais essa tentativa? Fudeu. O cara vazou. Minha chance agora. Ah, providencial. Ele não tá mais aqui. Oh. Devolveu o demônio, Bunny? Glória a Deus. Não entendo isso, Bunny. Esse tipo de cachorro. Eu vou entender. Carrega, jogo. Ele tá demorando porque ele manualmente está indo quebrar o ar-condicionado lá de baixo. Ou o jogo bugou. Eu e o já. Bugou, hein?
Romero Brito? Se eu tô chamando? Katrina? É óbvio, velho. Vai doer pra caralho meu braço, velho.
Do Alt F4 no segundo jogo da noite? Fudeu. Pior que eu tô investida na história. Agora nem F4 tá, Alt F4 tá funcionando. Aff.
Ô novinha, você sabe que é madroca mágica?
Área de controle, exatamente. Ixi, velho. Meu Deus. Tá gostando, Bunny, dos meus áudios? Tá gostando, Bunny? Espero que continue de onde parou. Cadê a tela do jogo? Gostando, Ari. Eu tô achando interessante. Pô, cadê a tela do jogo, velho?
Fifinha vai rolar ou não vai, caralho? Fifinha vai rolar ou não vai, mano?
Tô tentando, mano. Do nada parou de capturar a tela. Será que vai bugar de novo? Não bugue não, jogo. Aí, pronto. Ai, não tô entendendo. Pera aí, deixa eu entender. Tentei girar, não consigo.
Usa o escudo, animal!
Ah! Sei, não tô entendendo.
Não consegue, né?
Não consigo. Aê, Rafael, entendeu? Eu quero desistir. Botão de desistir, qual é? Não sei nem o que é pra eu fazer aqui. Pra mim, de eu soltar tudo isso aqui, o ar-condicionado já deveria parar de funcionar. Bunny já tem a resposta, é, Bunny? Vem fazer, Bunny. Pega o ônibus. Desculpa, Bunny.
Aplausos.
Arrasou, bonita. Puta que pariu.
Olha só quem tá com calor, né? Tá na... Nossa, o cara tá fumaçando. Uma chaleira.
Excuse me, Mr. Penderbrook? Turn wants you to deliver the stack of paper to the bullpen.
I'm not falling for that again. Do me a favor and kindly toss them in the trash on your way out.
He actually told me you'd say that, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Wait a minute. If Mr. Turner is trying to toy with me, he wouldn't try the same game twice, would he?
I'm not really sure. I kinda just met him.
Maria sem braço.
Request that these sheets be delivered. If they're tainted like the others, then I'm in my right to withhold them.
Absolutely.
But if they're not, then I'd be in breach of my duties as office manager. Oh, what a sordid little game you're playing, Mr. Turner.
Why don't you hold them up under that vent to see if they change like last time?
Spotless. Very well, Miss Kovacs. Tell your supervisor that not only will I deliver this stack of sheets to the bullpen, but I shall make sure that every single agent receives one.
Oh, that'll show him.
Indeed it shall, Miss Kovacs. Indeed it shall.
Pior espião do mundo. Meu Deus, onde é que eu tô? Residência de Arthur Penderbrook. What?
Nah, no way am I going back into the field.
I wish there was an easier solution for this, but our entire staff quit this morning. Not to mention that we have an agent lost in the field. He could be injured, or worse.
It really does seem inconsiderate for you to drag your feet like this when Horace's life could be at stake.
I'm inconsiderate? This is your fault. You should see the way your son treats these people. It's a wonder they didn't quit sooner.
Negócio aqui, ó. Preciso disso aqui no meu ambiente, ó. Essas espumas aqui.
Plain and simple.
Sabotage. He's saying this because he can't admit he messed up.
I may not be the gentlest hand with my employees, but I don't send them on illegal missions for my personal gain.
Are you kidding me?
It certainly brings your credibility into question.
Oh, that's it, whifflehead. Let's take this outside.
Gentlemen, that's enough. Now, we are not leaving here until we can agree on a way to find a solution to extract Mr. Hayes.
Rapaz, vou parar por aqui. Gostei do jogo, deu vontade de continuar. Vou botar na lista de jogos pra jogar, pra zerar. Essa lista que só faz crescer, né? No caso. E curti o game, achei da hora. Bem mais bem feito que o outro. Ver se ele salva automaticamente. Pronto, tinha salvado mais nada, né? Não custa nada. Inclusive, dei até um Alt F4. Dei até um assassinato de aplicativo aqui e ele continuou de onde estava. Então é de...
Well, at least there's
Ah, não, 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 não.
that Thornton hasn't
Não, 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 não.
Ah!
Putz. Continua depois. Agora não, depois. Gostei, gostei do jogo. Bonito, bem feito, engraçado. Próximo.